Hey fairy friends, Matrine here, and welcome back to Midnight Memes. Now no doubt you're aware of the 30 card deck size, but did you know that there are just over 30 legendary cards in Faeria? That's right friends, today we're running a deck with 27 legends and 3 Faeria trees to help build our resources so we can pump out as many legends as possible. Now let's see what happens when we bring the bling against blue-green ramp. Alright, we are hopping into a match against Bud 1420 with our All Legends deck. We're going to toss Radiance Imperial Airship for a late game. Iona's great pickup early on. Doomgate is potentially not that useful in this deck, but it is a legend, so we're running it. I'm going to start off with a Desert. Just to the side. Pass greetings to our opponent. I don't think our opponent knows what they're in for, but running blue, hopefully not blue jump. I've been seeing that a lot lately, and it's been struggling against it. We're going to drop Iona so she can fly her pretty little self over to this well on the left. And we picked up Kaleem too, so we can drop him next turn. Opponent's going to the same side though. Triton Warrior is such a solid card. We are going to collect there, and I think I want to Desert right there just so we can drop Kaleem and he can charge wherever he needs to go. We'll pass turn. So the 8 Faeria Frogify, alright. Their first, and another Triton Warrior out. 2 solid cards early on for our opponent. But we have baited out the first Frogify. And in our All Legends deck, the earlier we can get those, the better, because we've got some heavy hitters. Thinking of a mountain so we can get down cap 10 soon. We're pretty far away from, well no, Tetra, I mean, we're going to hold on. It's hard to come up with a strategy for a deck like this because all the land requirements are different and they don't really synergize with each other too well, but they are legends, so they should carry the game for us, right? Alright, our opponent has some more ramp coming down with that water elemental. Moving into double collection, we gotta take care of that. Oh, Gary saves the day. Alright, I mean this play is obvious then. We have 11 Faeria. We gotta drop our second mountain. And swing Iona. Where do I want to place it? I think I want... Okay, we're gonna place it there so that we can... more defensively, so that we can drop Garden. Bam, full clear. And Gardan's in a great position to double collect next turn. I mean, if our opponent doesn't drop anything. They're on 4 Faeria, so we're ahead on board. They definitely have more, well, going ramp route, avoiding us, obviously. And a Fairy Tree is a great pickup. Now, we have Tetra in hand. I think we'll drop that Fairy Tree in a spot where our opponent cannot touch it. Definitely off on that right side. And we can drop cap 10 too, if we wanted. I think we will. Because then cap, if our opponent throws anything on this left side, we can take care of it with either Garden or cap 10. Start getting that combat ability off. We don't have any Gift of Steals on our deck, but he could shuffle some in for us. Wow, the ramp continues from our opponent with double water elementals. Runin. Alright, so our options this turn. We don't have much going on. Ulani we could start preparing for. Just gonna clear there. Get our aggressive lands down a bit more. We're gonna pass. we're in a good spot with double collection. And Gyarados aggressive, but Water Elemental takes him out. Yakapult. That could be tricky. And it's buffed with Ruden's Guidance. Alright. So what can we do here with Nidovaria? Stanu. Eternal Light. Very happy to see that. We also have Runen, and I wonder if this is a point where we start getting... place Runen there. Lever. Collect. Alright, now Doomgate is pretty useless in this deck, but it could... we could use it to churn Runen through her rebirth cycles. Blocking face there so Yakapult can't hit us. And I miscalculated. Runen, I mean, we have a buffed Runen, but Runen also costs 5 barrier. We have 2. And I didn't anticipate the Yakapult hitting our Captain. That's alright though. It's alright. Our Fairy Tree's getting up there. We're gonna collect again. And I don't care too much about that Yak. I do need to take care of this Yakapult. And I think a solid way... Doomgate, no. Yeah, I think we just go with Runen. And leave her right there so we can block face. Opponent can't hit... can only hit Runen with that this turn then. And we'll see what they decide to do. Alright, we've got the second Frogify out on Runen. That's fine. I don't mind that Yak there. We still have to find a way to take care of this Yakapult. Because that... Alright, Time of Legends. We got our Varia. Okay. Lots of options in hand. I don't think I want to play Tetra. Not just yet. Ignis there, but... let's see what we get. Baron Thulgar. Drop Ignis there. That might be a bad choice. Because our opponent's running blue-green ramp. And the 4 health. That could easily be a Frog Tosser target. I do also want to drop another creature on board. Stanu's going to be great. You know, might get Frogified. I would definitely Frogify it because its ability is in these circumstances is really strong. And there's a Frog Tosser. On our Ignis. But that's our opponent's whole turn. You know, his Frog Tosser's gone, can't collect. He does have that 2/2 Frog setup and another Yak. Here's where we can have some fun though. I'm not too concerned about that 2/2 Frog. We're going to turn our Captain into Stanu. Look at the range on this. Charge 3. And flying is just ridiculous. So our Stanu's going to survive again. And Cypher... Alright. So I can collect either way. But if I put Cypher over here, it completely blocks him from placing any creatures in this double collection area. And I should have a way to deal with that Froggy in a bit. We also have Radiance, which if he decides to buff, wow, immensely buff that Frog. I mean, we have to take care of that, definitely. And we can, thanks to Stanu. And turning Cypher into a Stanu. Yeah. Let's make that happen. Alright, so we're going to go back with the Stanu here. Yeah, I think that's a clear path. We don't really care about going face just yet. We want to stabilize and play as many legends as possible. So there's our fresh Istanu. We're going to move her right there. And before we hit that Toad, we have to get another creature down. And in this case, it's going to be Ulani. We're going to draw, gosh, like four legends, right? I guess he draws a copy of a card of each color. Oh, man. Alright. Ulani, defensive, aggressive. I don't know if it matters much. He's going to turn into... Oh, man, look at that. Full hand. That is why we're wearing sunglasses today, because the brightness from all this legendary bling is just too much for my blue eyes to handle. All right, we'll take the octopus there. We're still in a good spot because we can drop Airden. We can clear that. Our opponent's is 0 Faria. We can clear the octopus with Istanu. But before we do, we have to drop Airden. I think we'll drop him where Istanu is right now on the top left. Now here's the thing. I don't know if Airden's ability... I mean, Baron Thugler is an option too. I like Airden though because it's cheaper by 1. I don't think Airden's last words is going to trigger. We're going to find out right now. But yeah. So here's the thing about Istanu's ability is that it transforms the creature into Istanu. It doesn't destroy them first and activate last words. It transforms them, which, you know, it's a bummer in this instance, because that +1/+1 for all of our legendaries would have been nice. But we do have a solid Istanu on board. We're susceptible to our opponent's last Frogify if they're running 3 copies. Looks like a creature might come down though. Another Shifting Octopus, great. So we can just keep this up. Keep the Istanu value train going by placing, gosh, it's going to be Fugoro, right? Fugoro. Yeah, I think placing it over on the right up there is a flexible spot for our new Istanu, but we're going to place it and get that gift ability before we clear it. I think... Where do I want it to go? Can't draw the Urn of Gabriel because we've got so many cards in hand. Lonnie's Medallion, I don't really want to copy anything just yet. We'll go with Crystal Dragon because it's another cheap legendary that we can transform into Istanu if we need to. Alright, so Istanu's in a great spot here to double collect again next turn and deal with any threats that are dropped on the left side of the board. Third Shifting Octopus, but defensive this time and with jump. Faria Tree, I don't mind losing that because it's not one of our legendaries. Alright, so this is a great time to thin out our hand a little bit. I want to drop the Faria Tree and place our Crystal Dragon somewhere. And I think I want to place it so that it can collect next turn and then charge across with its charge 3 to take care of the octopus, because the octopus will very likely hop over onto the right to collect from that well. Because our opponent's Faria starved and card starved right now. Got the Faria Tree down, and we're just gonna +1 Faria. So we have such a full hand of amazing cards, but we don't have the reserves. That's why I added Faria Tree. And maybe you could argue Gabriel's Cistern would have been better. Are we going to see Yakapult, but an oddly placed Yakapult because it can't hit any of our creatures right now? It can collect, sure, but we're going to clear that. We're going to stay out of range of the Yakapult. Swing in there, and we want to drop one more. I think it's going to be Baron Thulgar. Shara, I want to drop something cheaper. I don't feel like we need to put the Shara pressure on just yet. I want to save up Faria. And Doomgate is still just sitting here. Worthless. Because we don't want to sacrifice our legendaries. And there we go. our all legends deck. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Take care.